How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another YouTube video. So there's two big articles I do want to talk about in this video. One is about BlockFi and the other is about Celsius. They are some major moves, some major money moves that people, major companies are looking to acquire stakes and buy some companies out. Before we do get started, please make sure that you guys like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications to be notified when cool new stuff like this is released. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I will go over the first article, which is FTX, which is a crypto exchange, is in the talks to acquire a stake in lender BlockFi. And most of you guys have been in the crypto community at least for the past couple of months, so you have understood what has happened with Terra Luna and Celsius. They both went under because they didn't have the funds to pay back in time. So something along those lines. And people are concerned that BlockFi is going to be in the same ship and that people are going to withdraw a massive amount of equity in a short period of time, and BlockFi is not going to be able to cover it because they have it in different assets. They might have it all in Ethereum or in something, and the price of that has gone down significantly, so when people are requesting their money, it might be a little bit difficult for them to get that money to them. So this is a little bit of a shortened article because the full article is on Wall Street Journal, and I'm not paying for a stupid subscription like that. But it gives you guys basically all you need to know, and this will be in the description below. The Bankman-Fried crypto exchange, FTX, he is the CEO, is in talks to acquire a stake in BlockFi, a crypto lender that FTX gave a $250 million credit line to last week. So that raises some concerns because it seems as if BlockFi, who is the crypto lender, is now struggling, or I wouldn't say struggling, but they just got a $250 million credit line from a different company. People familiar with the matter said his other company also acquired a big ownership stake in a Canadian crypto broker, Voyager Digital Limited, which I have not heard of. Any of you Canadian people watching, let me know if you guys have heard of that. Earlier this month, Alameda said it extended two credit lines, one for $200 million in cash and stable coins, and another for 15,000 Bitcoins to Voyager. So that's how they acquired their big ownership. Discussions between BlockFi and FTX are continuing, and no equity agreement has been reached, so people familiar said. But crypto firms have been grappling with a massive price slide that has erased $2 trillion in value since the market's high in November. In early May, the stablecoin Terra USD collapsed, wiping out about $40 billion worth of crypto assets. A number of firms, including Celsius and Three Arrows Capital, have come under several severe liquidity constraints in recent months. Moving on, this has to deal with Celsius because in the past 2-3 weeks, Celsius also had a massive just mess up. I don't know if they filed for bankruptcy, but it seems as if they haven't based on this article. And Goldman Sachs is looking to raise $2 billion to buy Celsius assets at bargain prices if the crypto lender goes bankrupt. So it seems as if there is a trend that these crypto lenders are struggling because they're giving out more than what they have, or they're giving out more and they just were poor with their asset managing and they couldn't figure out how to hold all of this money. So a whole bunch of people are withdrawing at once and it's causing some issues. So Goldman would act as the broker, not the investor. They're proposing a $2 billion deal to buy Celsius if it goes bankrupt. The bank is approaching Web3 crypto funds and financial institutions to gauge their interest in the purchase. Celsius has frozen all withdrawals by depositors and has hired restructuring consultants amid a crypto crash. Goldman Sachs is looking to put together an estimated $2 billion to buy assets. We just read that. The suggested deal would allow investors to snap up Celsius assets on the cheap. The investment bank is approaching Web3 crypto funds. Goldman was reported to help buy an investor interested in exploring a move to pick up Celsius assets at a discount, potentially even if it doesn't collapse. The assets, if acquired, would not be managed by Goldman Sachs, but by individuals involved in the fundraising process, the report said. So Goldman Sachs seems like they're just going to be the coordinator in collecting all this money. Celsius has been hit by the ongoing crypto market crash, which has been fueled by investors fleeing high-risk assets in response to rising interest rates and historically high inflation. In a surprise move earlier this month, the lender froze all withdrawals, swaps, and transfers, citing extreme market conditions and volatility in a bid to stabilize its liquidity. If you guys remember, they froze assets right when Bitcoin decided to drop drastically. So this was about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Some interpreted that this as a red flag with Celsius was facing risk of insolvency. The spread nervousness and fear around, amongst its customers. I can agree with that. Who said they had no idea what would happen to their deposits. Celsius' recent hiring of restructuring lawyers to help advise on its mounting pile of financial issues has only added to the concerns about a potential bankruptcy. It also enlisted experts from a restructuring advisory firm, the Wall Street Journal reported. According to Celsius' website, the company has $11.8 billion in assets as of May 2022 and 1.7 million users on its platform. I'm actually curious to see, what is it? So 6.9 million per person? Did I get that right? Probably not. It's a little bit interesting what's going on with Celsius, BlockFi, Terra Luna. I think they're trying to start back Terra Luna again. I forget who I saw was trying to. I'm sure I can look it up. They're trying to launch the Terra 2.0, or they already did launch it, and it's not doing nearly as well as a previous one because people are scared. I think it was a bad idea to relaunch it. Honestly, you're getting a couple investors, but it's not going to be nearly the growth that they had before. Terra, I would say, single-handedly caused the crypto crash about a month and a half ago, and then Celsius didn't cause this recent one. What caused this was the United States inflation report, I believe. And it caused, for May, I think it came out in June. Yeah, that makes sense. Caused a crash. And Celsius, trying to hedge everything, froze their assets, stopped withdrawals. And exchanges have done this before. We've seen it from Binance with Helium. If you guys are watching my channel from Helium videos, they've frozen Helium withdrawals and deposits because various issues with their blockchain and connecting it with Binance. We've seen it before. A lot of exchanges have done this, but Celsius, I'm not sure if I think they're still paused. I can look it up. And look, this is like major news right now. They're talking about I don't really know if they continue to have these paused. What I do know is that I was suggested Celsius 6 months ago, and I chose not to do it because I have so many exchanges. I decided to actually go more decentralized, and that's why I have a hardware wallet now. And I gotta say, I am very happy that I bought that hardware wallet. It's not sponsored. I wish I was, but it was definitely a good purchase. The point being, it is a little bit uncertain what is going to happen with BlockFi, what is going to happen with Celsius. If you guys are in the United States, BlockFi isn't really that big of a deal anymore because most of the money, you can't deposit into their interest account anymore. You can only use their wallet, and it's really kind of pointless because if you deposit into their wallet, for USD, like any stable coins, they take a $50 fee, which is ridiculous because it's on the Ethereum chain, and it's a flat tax. They don't care. And for all of the transactions, they take about 3 days to clear. So because of that, it really doesn't make any sense. It's like it's not even your assets. I have everything in a hardware wallet, and it takes the normal amount of time because it gets sent to the blockchain. With BlockFi, it's a little bit interesting. It's like they treat it as if a bank transaction is happening, and it's not a bank transaction. So it seems as if when you submit one of these transactions, you don't actually have any of the funds. They have to go source them from a cold wallet or something like that, and then they send it a couple days later. So it's a little bit interesting how BlockFi works. Celsius, I'm not sure how it works entirely, but Terra Luna and Celsius have been really, really bad these past couple months. If you guys have seen, obviously, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse right now because I think everyone understands that there has been just a lot of bad stuff happening, not only with crypto, but as well as with the economy, the United States economy and the world economy, with gas prices and oil issues and recent changes in in law that are getting some people a little bit upset here and there, but it'll be interesting to see where this takes us. If Goldman Sachs does raise $2 billion to buy Celsius, are we going to see a more centralized firm like Goldman Sachs start to really jump into the crypto space? That's going to give the crypto community and the crypto space a lot of legitimacy. And we've seen that already with Tesla buying stuff, but having Goldman Sachs, which is a really reputable, well-known, long-term firm buying in, are we going to see new companies buy in? Are we going to see more companies start to allow you to purchase stuff with crypto? That's a huge thing with crypto adoption, is you have to have places to spend it. Otherwise, you're just holding it. If you want to replace the United States dollar, you have to have alternatives. And I don't know if there is a secret government law in place that is not allowing these companies to accept crypto, or they just are bearish about it because it's crypto. You know, it's so volatile. But I think it's so volatile because there's not a lot of people invested in it. Even though there was $2 trillion at one point, it still is only for a select few people. So that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Was this a good video? I'm trying to change some stuff up. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to talk about it, please put it in the comment section below. And I hope you guys have a great day. And hopefully crypto goes up. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.